Here's the amount of people that qualify. Here goes our lights out on the French Grand Prix. Currently, Vector still leads the championship after retiring. But right now, DeFlip with his teammate Honda is trying to pass him. And Moo Crazy signs to Ferrari, leaving Spiker with Beast promoted to Spiker. We are free battling for the championship with Lobster. Right now, the Ferrari leads with Moo Crazy driving, but Beast is in the Spiker going for the overtake. Into the turn. Oh, there goes Force India. Force India off the track. Moo Crazy does get passed by the Spiker, but DeFlip is still trying to fight for his championship. Crazy battle is going on at the moment as all these cars are raging down the track. After this race, there are only 2 races left. We have Canada in the finale at Indianapolis. Lutex has been battling with the top group, surprisingly. He is currently top 4 out of the 5 dominant drivers here. Both McLarens are back for the race. That is a shocker, though. Gives the Spiker teammate of Silver Sword off the track into back 9th place, but overtakes again the McLaren that made a mistake. There goes Lutex on the dive, but goes wide into the gravel. Gets overtaken by the Honda. Back down into 5th place, but then overtakes again to go back in 4th place. The Honda and currently the Ferrari battling. This is the mid-pack. We're watching multiple different angles of multiple different cars at the moment. Beast still has a dominant lead of over 1.6 seconds ahead, but right behind him is Moo Crazy, followed by DeFlip, followed by Lobster, followed by Lutex. But we do have a safety car in lap number 8 because of a car malfunction of the Renault of DeLorean, which brings up the safety car. He was able to prepare his car in back in time and unlap himself. This race is bringing lots of surprises. It looks like the Spiker gets a bad start and currently ends up being looks like top 5. But it looks like the 2 Ferraris with the Honda are battling for the lead with the Renault straight behind. Moo Crazy still leads the race. He wants to get at least 1 win, having the most streak of the most podiums, trying to tie the record of Marines with most podiums. Looks like we see a car go off a little bit. Looks like, oh my god, there goes a Force India in the background. Force India looks like to have missed his braking point and crashed straight into the background. There goes the Honda, overtaking the Honda, goes by into gravel, same with the Ferrari. Looks like Moo Crazy holds the lead against Lobster. Oh, there goes Moo Crazy from 2nd place. He's going to be dropping lots of positions now. Looks like there's no damage, though. He looks like to be dropping down to 9th place. And already reversing back up to 7th. There goes the amazing save from DeLorean, trying to hold on to his 4th place. This is the highest position he has ever been in any Grand Prix, trying to get those points. Only 10 laps left. And currently, DeLorean and these 3 have been battling for a while. Duncan, DeLorean, and Sword have been battling for the midfield points at the moment. DeLorean still trying to hold his 4th place, but as you saw in the background, the Ferrari of Moo Crazy is catching up because he is hunting from the points to win this championship, and DeLorean is hunting for his baby podium. This is currently a battle of the ages with the Renault, McLaren, and Spiker. I would not imagine saying the Spiker in real life, but going around the S's, looks like they are all in order. And look, DeLorean goes a bit wide, losing the position to the McLaren. The McLaren takes over. The Spiker now on the inside of DeLorean, trying to overtake again. Locking up the brakes. 3 wide. As we can see, Moo Crazy in the background. DeLorean is now fighting back the McLaren to try to get his 4th place back. And it goes on the outside. The Spiker is now 3 wide. This is our last place person right now. Looks like, oh my god, into the barrier. That sure has to bring out red flag and brings out the red flag with only, looks like 6 laps left to go. This is going to definitely shake up the field though. And this is going to definitely help me crazy after the restart. Only 6 laps left. Lobster does get a good jump, but Beast is on the inside, followed by, who is that? DeLorean in a podium position in the Renault. That is amazing point. See, a McLaren goes wide, a couple cars go wide. This is a lot of things I've never been able to see before happen in the career. DeLorean has the chance to actually get a podium. If he doesn't get a podium this race, he has a really good chance to get a podium at Canada, and I cannot wait for that. Another car other than the top 3 on the podium, but it looks like the Spiker is trying to pull away from the Ferrari. The Renault. These top 3 have been battling for the lead. Going through at the moment, it looks like the Spiker takes the lead, followed by the 2 Ferraris, followed by the Renault and the Honda now battling. This top 5 have been a dominant force in this race so far. Looks like there is only 5 laps remaining in this race. But I will be quiet and let you all enjoy these engine noises for about a minute. Now on to lap 11. The top 3 positions are Beast, Lobster, and DeFlip. At the moment, if the pace goes strong, DeFlip will win the championship over Beast, but currently, there is only a 15-point gap between Beast and DeFlip, which may not seem like a big gap, but if DeFlip doesn't show up to one of these races or DNFs, he does not have a chance to win the championship. With Beast's pace of winning of these 2 races in a row, which looks like he will, by the gap he has built, that he will not be able to win. McCrazy needs a big miracle to get good points to win. I wish to say the same about Lobster, but he is not going to be able to show up, and I thought he just crashed, and that he's going on a vacation for a month, so he cannot show up to the final 2 races, which means it is mostly just DeFlip versus McCrazy versus Beast. Unless Vector decides to show back up, which he may. But here's the battle between the 2 Ferraris. First time we've seen the 2 Ferraris battle since Winter Park, I believe. Nope, I think Silverstone. I remember Zelton and maybe one Crazy. I forgot who the 2 drivers were that battled really nicely. But I remember one of them used to be Zelton, which he has taken a break for a while. And F1 is currently still racing in endurance. But here goes the lunge for McCrazy, trying to get those final points to defeat DeFlip. That rhymed a little bit. But the 2 Ferraris going side by side into the last chicane at the moment. McCrazy on the dive bomb. McCrazy almost into second place, right behind the first Ferrari, and currently getting that slipstream. It's dusting the Honda, but does not have enough pace to pass Beast. Beast has too much strong tires and pace at this moment, but his tires do burn up quickly, but sadly the race is almost over. So theoretically no one will be able to pass him, but here's an update for the rest of the field. Beast first, Lobster second, McCrazy third, DeFlip fourth as you can see, and DeLorean fifth, Ludex sixth, Sword seventh, and a final, oh my lord, why? I can't see who is in 7th and 8th. It's either going to be Sword or Duncan. They both have the same username. But currently had some DNFs. Don't mind 11th place as the safety car. The DNFs were Max in the Force India and the one of McLaren's, Victor. Now Honda does seem like to be speeding up its pace on the final lap coming up now. This, I believe, is the final lap, is it? Yes, it is the final lap. And right now, it will be a battle between these two Ferraris and Honda to see who will get podium position. As we see, it looks like one of the Renaults in the background. There, it looks like Duncan is in 7th place. This is a big jump, but the Spiker is behind him, trying to get those last points. Lutex has been getting a great run in 6th place at the moment, but his dominant teammate is currently in 5th place behind the Honda, which is impressive. Renault used to be the worst team on the grid, and is not that much bad anymore. They are a midfield team now, but that can change with next race if DeLorean and Lutex can lock in. One of them does have a good chance of getting podium of Lobster's absence, but one crazy can still show up. But looks like Moo Crazy will not have the lunge unless on this final chicane he can. Beast rounding the final chicane in the Spiker after getting dropped to Spiker from Force India is going to win the French Grand Prix, doing some barrels, almost hitting the wall, followed by, it looks like Lobster in P2, Moo Crazy P3, and DeFlip in the Honda P4, and a Renault in P5.